Hi, this is Ann Blackburn, one of the TLC case managers, and today's topic for the TLC Academy is bedbugs. Bedbugs are a nuisance pest. They do not carry diseases, but they do bite. Bedbugs feed on blood from humans or animals. They are small, flat, wingless insects with 6 legs. They range in color from almost white to brown, but they turn rusty red after feeding. The common bedbug does not grow much larger than 0.2 inches, which is 0.5 centimeters, and can be seen by the naked eye to the astute observer. They are about the size of a poppy seed. Bedbugs like to hide in bedding, mattresses, and other soft material furniture like sofas and rugs, and they feed during the night while you are sleeping. Adult bedbugs in general are about the size of an apple seed, which is about 5 to 7 millimeters or about 1/4 of an inch long. They're long, brown, flat, with an oval-shaped body if they haven't fed recently. They're a balloon-like reddish-brown and more elongated if they fed recently. A true bedbug. Characteristic of bedbugs include a beak with 3 segments, antennae that have 4 parts, and wings that are not used for flying. And they have short, golden-colored hairs. They have a smelly odor, which is musty sweetish, produced through glands on the lower side of the body. Young bedbugs, they're also called nymphs, are smaller, translucent, or whitish yellow in color. If not recently fed, can be nearly invisible to the naked eye because of coloring and size. Bedbug eggs in general are tiny, like the size of a pinhead, pearl white in color, and marked by an eye spot if they are more than 5 days old. Now, where do bedbugs come from? Bedbugs are found everywhere, from the cleanest house to the dirtiest ones. There's not a single country in the world that has not been traveled to by a bedbug. They can easily sneak into baggage, luggage, clothing, trailers, planes, buses, anything and everything without being noticed. These bedbugs hitchhike all over the world and make your home their heavenly abode. If you have recently traveled or had a recent guest, chances are that the bedbugs had a piggyback ride in the luggage or baggage. They tend to hide in the seam of baggage and become the uninvited guest in your home. If you have kids going to school or college, the kids may have brought home the bedbugs from school or the dorm. They can come with the packages you receive in the mail. Antique furniture or that wonderful flea market find may also be a way for them to arrive uninvited. Bedbugs can live a year without feeding. Second-hand furniture may come with a first-class problem. Your next-door neighbor may share their problem bedbugs with you without you even knowing. They hitch a ride on the visitor's clothing, their bags, and stop living with you. It may even happen that the creepy crawlies just crawl through the common pipes, vents, dead spaces between common walls from the apartment next door into your own home. They may move in from the neighbors because the neighbor is away or because the neighbor has treated their home with a bedbug killing spray. Apart from the bedbug itself, you can identify its presence in your surroundings by black marks on your wall and furniture. These black marks are the bedbug droppings of dried blood. You may even smell overripe raspberries in the room infected with bedbugs. You may even see bloodstains on the sheets or molds. Looking for signs of bedbugs. A more accurate way to identify a possible infestation is to look for physical signs of bedbugs. When cleaning, changing your sheets, or staying away from home, look for rusty or reddish stains on the bed sheets or mattresses caused by bedbugs being crushed. Dark spots about the size of a period in a sentence, which are bedbugs' excrement and may bleed on the fabric like a mocker would. Eggs and eggshells, which are tiny. They're pale yellow skins that the nymphs shed as they grow larger. Live bed bugs. Good sign. When not feeding, bed bugs hide in a variety of places. Around the bed, they can be found near the piping, seams, and tags of the mattress and box spring, and in the cracks on the bed frame and headboard. If the room is heavily infested, you may find bed bugs in the seam of the chairs and couches, between cushions and the folds of curtains, in drawer joints, in electrical receptacles and appliances, under loose wallpaper and wall hangings, at the junction of the wall where the wall and the ceiling meet, even in the head of a screw. Since bed bugs are only about the width of a credit card, they can squeeze into really small hiding spots. If a crack will hold a credit card, it will hold a bed bug. Bed bug behavior and habitat. Understanding the behavior of bed bugs, how they eat, live, and reproduce will help you find an infestation before it becomes established, and to monitor for the presence of bed bug after your home has been treated. Feeding and mating. They appear to prefer to feed on humans, but will feed on other mammals and birds as well. They will readily travel 5 to 20 feet from the established hiding places to feed on a host. Even though they are primarily active at night, if hungry, they will seek hosts in full daylight. Feeding can take anywhere from 3 to 12 minutes. The rusty or tarry spots found on the bed sheets or in bed bug hiding places are because 20% of the time adults and lodge nymphs will void the remains of earlier blood meals while still feeding. They continue to mate and produce eggs. Both males and females, they must feed at least every 14 days. Each female may lay 1 to 3 eggs per day and 200 to 500 eggs in her lifetime, which could be 6 to 12 months or longer. Egg to egg life cycle may take 4 to 5 weeks under favorable conditions. In the living conditions, bed bugs can survive and remain active at temperatures as low as 7 degrees centigrade, which is 46 degrees Fahrenheit. But they die when their body temperature reaches 45 degrees centigrade or 113 degrees Fahrenheit. To kill bed bugs with heat, the room must be even hotter to ensure sustained heat reaches the bugs no matter where they're hiding. Common bed bugs are found almost anywhere their host can live. Tropical bed bugs require a higher average temperature than the common bed bug and are found in tropical and subtropical areas. So what's the plan to do next? Decreasing clutter will help. Wash blankets, clothes, sheets in hot water, vacuum bed seams, footboards, carpets, etc., and dispose of the used vacuum bag when done. You need to act fast at the first sign of bed bugs. You may need to have the help of a professional exterminator. In home care, if there are bed bugs found, please notify your case manager and scheduling. Services will need to be put on hold until the situation has been rectified. We will need a letter from the extermination company stating that the issues have been cleared up before we can return to perform services. If the client lives in an apartment, instruct the client to notify the landlord that there is a problem. And you can also have the client purchase bed bug mattress protectors online. Thank you so much for attending this session of TLC Academy.